Hello, hello, testing. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the another stream. Yes, I think a lot of you haven't listened to my voice before. But yeah, I'm JoelG. I mostly stream on Twitch, so there is a lot of people in there that have listened to my voice like before, and and yeah, I think most of you don't know my voice, but yeah, this is my voice. Hello. And you will notice this is not my first language. I will try my best to speak English. Sometimes you won't understand, but I hope you understand that. Okay, some of you will be wondering what the heck is ENA Day. But yeah, ENA Day is a day where fans around the world celebrate the day ENA was created. It was something I noticed, and I decided to celebrate with them too. So here we are. And yeah, in this opportunity, we will talk about some things regarding the game. We will show some surprises, and yeah, I won't be alone. I will be with the team. Let me present to everyone the team behind the game. This game that has been in development for like 2 years. I think a few days ago it was like 2 years, right, Paland?
Yeah, 2 years.
And yeah, this
Long
is
time.
some of you know him. This is Palan, technical director and associative producer, right?
Yes, yeah. I help manage everything, the communication between the art and the technical side, and I just help manage the project in general. It's an honor to work on this team. Thank you, Joel, and I hope everyone's having a good ENA day. All right.
Oh, yeah, no, thanks to you. You're making this game possible. So, thanks to you and to Luke here, that is also a big programmer here.
Yes, hello.
And here we can find too, like Misu. A lot of you know about Misu. He's a great concept artist in this project, and has been concept artist and helping me through a lot of my projects, not only in ENA related things. And yeah, Misu, are you there?
Hello, my name is Misu. I'm very proud to be part of this project, and I always love to work with you, Joel. You always have very great ideas, and yeah, it's great to work with you always.
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's a great experience for me. You're a great artist, and I appreciate all your help. And talking about artists, we have Marco C too here. He has been working on my projects lately, like Hands Up. I think he animated almost all of that Hands Up. Marco, are you there?
Yeah, hello everyone. It's very cool to be here in the development stream. It's cool. It has been cool working on it. So I love to the animation.
Yeah, thanks to you too. And there is something I forgot to mention. But before we go for more presentations, there is something you guys need to know. Some of you have realized there is already Fangamer Merc. Yeah. we are doing a collaboration with Fangamer, and there is already a site where you can sign up for more merch in the future. Right, Valent?
Yep. So the sign up link, it's not, you can't buy the new merch yet because the game's not out. But we'll be working with Fangamer to make some interesting merch for the game, and you can sign up for it now. That like gives them a good estimate of how many like pieces of merchandise they actually need to make, and the more people who sign up that are expecting to buy things, please do. It definitely helps us, helps Fangamer, and it helps the game, because then that supports everything that we do, merchandise. And so yeah.
Yeah, you can find the link on the description. But I think you can share links on the chat, right? Yeah, you can do it. But I don't know if the link will go crazy, like, because there's a lot of people talking right now. So yeah, look for the link on the description of this video, and you will notice all the cool merch that is very soon to arrive, and we hope there is more on the future, right? And yeah, going back to the presentations, we have here Fluffinator, a great programmer and 3D artist too. Fluff, are you there? Oh.
Yep, I'm here.
Hello, Fluff, and thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's great to work on our project.
Yeah, I really like how you animate. You're a great animator. And yeah, I'm glad to have you here too on the team. There's more people on the team actually, but today the ones you see here are the only ones who will be here, I think. I am not sure if more will arrive, but yeah, we have Oliver here, Oliver Buckland. I think Oliver is a little bad of health. You have been a little un poco mal de salud.
I'm alive. I'm alive. I can speak.
How is that situation? Is your throat better?
I'm recovering from tonsillitis, but I'm alive. Thanks for having me.
Oh well, thanks to you too. I think a lot of people really enjoyed the music you made for the trailer, and yeah, more people enjoy the music we share on Patreon too. So yeah, this is a Patreon announcement. If you want to listen to more of the cool things we are doing on the game, you can check it out on Patreon. And
it's only $2 a month.
Yeah, and that helps us. It gets people engaged, and we can kind of just share stuff that we're working on with the fans, and it's really good. It's not. Hopefully, it's not too much. At least just for 1 month. You get 1 month, and you can look at all the previous months. It's good.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And also, Sleep, thank you for being here too. You're one of the greatest artists of this team. Like, is the one in charge, made all of this work possible. Almost all of the 3D environments.
That's sort of discounting. Evan did a lot, and also all of the animators. And also, my job is basically just taking pictures of things and making them 3D. So I would like to thank you and Mizu and everyone else, without whose concept art my 3D work would mean nothing.
You are amazing.
We're a team, right? That's how a team works. So
yeah.
Yes, indeed.
We have
anyway, it's yes. It's a blast to be here.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
We have Utu here too, a 3D artist, animator. Thank you Utu for being here too. You have been here since Extinction Party, I think. And yeah, I appreciate your help through the years too.
Yeah, hello. Thank you, Joel, give me the opportunity to work in ENA since the beginning. It was a very fun experience, and I grew a lot with this project. So thank you so much.
Yeah, do you remember when we made Extinction Party and we were like, how do we do this? Like, we record this on Unity, do we make a let's play? It was a crazy experience.
Something a lot of people don't actually know about Extinction Party is that it is a sort of a video game in Unity, but also that that slow movement, that almost mechanical movement, was just JoelG with a regular controller moving with mathematical precision.
I think that's the difficult thing of making an ENA video for YouTube. To record it by myself as a let's play. I think that's the most difficult part for me, because I have to record and delete and record and delete, and it's really stressing. I can be like that for a whole week. And well, oh, we have Abby here. Hello, Abby. She's the one in charge of helping me with the scripts since the beginning. Right, Abby?
Yes. Yes. Hello, everybody. Hola a todos. I make funny words. I don't know. So it's always a pleasure writing, especially for ENA. I'd say the world of ENA is just so fun and surreal, and it allows for so many wonderful things to happen within it. And thank you again always for allowing me to work with the script. So thank you.
Thank you to you too. You write some really interesting things. I enjoy your writing, Abby. And yeah, you will notice here on the left part we have a special guest here too. Someone that haven't been here before on other streams, but now he's here, and I'm talking about Buchao. Buchao is a person from Japan, and I know him on Twitter. we chat a lot about surreal stuff, and we became good friends, and we shared a lot of things together, and now he's helping me with not only doing the voice of Froggy, but to make character designs too. Like, he's a really talented person. I think he will speak right now in Japanese, but Sleep can help me in translating the words, right, Sleep?
I'll do my best.
Okay. Buchao, are you there? Welcome to the stream.
はい、ジョエルさん、そして皆さん、こんにちは。私は、ブチャオと申します。今回、ドリームバーベキューの一部のキャラクターコンセプトデザインと、フロッギーの声を担当させていただきました。今日はエナデーの生放送に呼んでいただきありがとうございます。
Hello, Joel, and everyone else here. You can call me Buchao. Dream Barbecue, for Dream Barbecue, I was put in charge of character concept design and Froggy's voice. I have the great privilege of being responsible for those things, and I'm very happy to be called here today for the live broadcast ENA Day.
But yeah, for people who doesn't know, Froggy is a new companion of ENA, and it's the one you can see on the screen. He will be through your adventure a lot, and it will speak to you a lot too. So I really enjoy it to write for this character. But now let me ask you, Buchao, how was your experience as voicing for Froggy? Like, I think this is your first time voice acting, right?
初めての経験で非常に緊張しましたが、いつも エナの世界の住人の気持ちを空想していたので、その気持ちで演じることができて、とても心地よかったです。
Yes, this was my first experience, and being so, it was extremely stressful. But when you think about the perspective of someone who is a citizen, like who's an inhabitant of ENA's world and who's lived there their whole life, that thinking of that feeling, that becomes helpful, channeling that into the performance.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a really interesting response. Now, without making too much spoilers, what do you think about Froggy, the character you voice in this project?
英語だとニュアンスを伝えるのが難しいかもしれませんが、彼はコメディリリーフの文脈における、強気な引き立て役といったキャラクター像です。それは昔の日本の刑事ドラマや探偵ドラマに出てくる無能な、警部のような存在で、強気な割に推理や行動はいい加減なのですが、主人公に振り回される姿に自然と愛着が湧いてしまいますね。
It might be a bit hard to put it into English, but in the gallery of comic relief characters, Froggy is the blusterous, confident counterpart to the main character. A kind of foil, I guess. You see his kind of character, show up a lot in old Japanese police and private eye dramas. He is the loud, colorful detective inspector with a sort of a larger-than-life personality who's there to give the protagonist someone to bounce off of. He's like a sloppy detective, and he's not super bright, and he thinks maybe a bit too much of himself. And he's often sort of at the mercy of the competent protagonist. But in spite of that, or maybe because of it, you can't help but like him.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's kind of very lazy character, but very enjoyable too. I think it's kind of a curse from ENA, right? To be attached to these kind of companions. Would you like to say some words to the people that are watching us, Buchao?
はい、私は小さい頃からシュールなアートが大好きで、その中でもエナシリーズは今の自分の人生に大きく影響を与えた本当に大好きな作品なので、私の最初の仕事がこのプロジェクトで、今この場に入れることを光栄に思います。この経験を皆さんと共有できる日を心から楽しみにしています。最後に、フロッギーを何卒よろしくお願いいたします。私なりの、解釈を気に入っていただけたら幸いです。
Since I was very small, I've really loved surreal art, and in all of the surreal art I've seen, the ENA series has had some of the hugest effect on my life, and in that way, it is maybe my favorite. And so, to have this project be my first job, it's an incredible honor, and I hope that I look forward to the day that I can share this experience with all of you here. And also, I really hope that you like Froggy, and I hope that you like my take on the character, my translation for him.
Yeah, I'm very sure they will like it. I enjoyed it a lot. I think Froggy has been some of the most enjoyable characters to write for in any script I have made, and now it has the perfect voice too.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And yeah, thank you very much, Buchao, for being here with us.
Thank you. 本当に今日はありがとうございました。
Okay.
じゃあ、バイバイ。
Oh, bye bye.
さよなら。
Yeah, that was Buchao, everyone. And I hope you enjoyed that mini interview. I hope you enjoyed his interpretation to I did. So let's wait for the game to come up and experience that. Okay, I think for the next, we can talk a little more about Fun Gamer Merc. Fun? Is there something else we can say about it?
We can just mention it again that we've been working with Fangamer for this game's merch, and it's really exciting because their merchandise is super high quality and awesome. You guys should sign up for it, and the link in the description. They're planning to release around when the game releases the t-shirt design, a holographic poster, a holographic pin, some normal enamel pins. Finally, it's been so long since we've been waiting for enamel pins.
A
and
lot
some
of
awesome
people
sticker
wanted that too. Enamel pins.
Yeah. Man. So yeah, we're super excited to be working with them. And we're looking forward to just, maybe some interesting opportunities in the future as well with Fangamer. But yeah, go ahead and sign up for merch. It helps us, it helps them, it helps the project.
Yeah,
I think that's
Of course, remember the link is in the description of this video, so go and check it out. You can see images too of the merch that is going to launch.
That said, I see a lot of people in the chat asking what the game is going to cost.
The game is...
as it says on Steam, guys, it's free. It's going to be free.
Yeah, it has been a little misunderstanding when we launched the trailer. A lot of people talk about buying the game, but the reality is that this game was announced to be free at the beginning, and it will stay as that. I think it sounds crazy. It sounds very crazy to make a game for free with only selling 2 plushes. Yeah, it is crazy. It has been a crazy adventure, but I hope you enjoy it. Yeah.
And it will be free if you want to support us. Like, we're planning on making a support the devs version of the game, which is going to be some extra content that isn't on Patreon. It hasn't been shown. It's going to be animatics of early animations, some silliness, some memes that came out along the way. So definitely, if you want to support us and support the project, support the team, when the game comes out, get the support the devs version. It helps us a ton for making more content and stuff, and you get to see stuff that you may not have seen before for the project.
Yeah, I forgot about the dev version, but yeah, you will be able to purchase the dev version when it's launched. So you can make it if you want to support us. I'm talking about the game. A lot of you have been wondering the situation about, like, I have seen a lot of people talking about this new ENA, if she will have the same voices or yeah, looking at a new ENA design could be kind of weird, right? To make this big change, but I think this was a change for the best, and I think this character fits a lot in the story you will be soon to experience, and to have like a sneak peek of what this ENA sounds like. I can share a little video we made with voice actors, right? Let me put the video in 1, 2, 3.
Let me ask you, what if I offer you something that could change your life forever?
Are you kidding? I hate this stupid job!
I hope you could hear the voices. I don't know if you hear it, but I don't know how to use OBS. But yeah, those are the new voices of ENA. Will be by a cast of new voice actors. We have Alex Lee on one personality, the salesperson, and we have Nola Club for the mini side. I really love both voices. It was really difficult to have new voices because it took me a year to find the perfect voices for this new design. And I have been working with the voice actors. They are really, really talented people. I can't wait for you to listen to the amazing voice acting you will hear from this new ENA. And not only her, but there is a lot of new characters on this game that has some really, really good voice acting. And not only in English, but in other languages, like Italian, French, or even Greek. And yeah, for the people who want to hear the voices again, I can put the video one more time.
Let me ask you, what if I offer you something that could change your life forever?
Are you kidding? I hate this stupid job!
All right. I think right now, Palan, we can go to show some things, right? Some old Patreon content for all the people and show a little more of the stuff, right?
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
Let me put this here. I compilated some things. Some are Patreon content, some others are not. I don't know if people for Patreon remember this one. This one was one of the first concept art I made for the game, right? When we thought the game was going to have like 6 locations.
Yeah, this project started as super tiny. We want to share with you guys someday that the initial plans for this project, the initial sketches, it was not going to be as big as it came out to be. But because of the talent on the team and the ambition and the passion that just spews from Joel's head and gets imbued in the whole team, it's just we had to keep going. Scope creep is real, but in this case,
do we have a rough number? Do we have a rough number on how many characters there ended up being from the initial like 5?
Yeah, there's been an increase from initial 5 characters to maybe around like 50.
50?
Maybe.
Oh my
Well,
God.
50. Yeah, it's been quite an adventure. Those characters, we'll do our best to make them all unique and interesting, though. Maybe take some shortcuts.
I just keep creating characters and I don't notice how many are. You
Even
guys have
Joel's
to stop me.
locations have characters just imbued in them. It's great.
We have this one. I know most of you recognize this. It has been everywhere. And some other locations that you may look different in the final game. I can show you this one. I think I shared this one on Patreon before, the building tomb. I can give details about what you're looking at. I won't give too much details, but I will just show you this content without context. So I hope you enjoy it. It was the first concept I made of this creature like a year ago, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here is the creature being real. Animated by the great Blip. He has been a great support for this team. He's a really good animator, and you can see it here, right? I hope you have fun when you encounter this creature, guys. This little tomb chicken, and to make the texture. How was the texture made? I think you were the one who made it, right?
Yeah. So initially, the original concept was made with a screenshot of a different something from old media, and then
old video game had a brain
yeah,
in it.
Yeah. But so to be legally distinct, we ended up remaking that texture from something completely different. And yeah, I spent a day looking at a real photo of brains and horribly morphing it into a pixelated texture.
And I attempted to actually play through to the game with the aid of a walkthrough to get to the part where the brain was, but I couldn't because it was too hard. So we just had to eyeball the colors in the end.
Yeah, so we ended up just kind of eyeballing it, and the texture came out pretty close to the original while being legally distinct. So very, very fun, very unexpected for Joel to be like, "Hey, can you remake this texture?" And me knowing that I have to look at pictures of brains and turn them into.
What an interesting
thing.
experience.
It's really fun. It's really fun.
That's why you get the big money. You are the associate producer of brains and all other sundries.
Oh, wait.
It's fun. It's really fun. It's a privilege.
Let me put some music. Wait a second. I forgot about the music. Okay, the music is now on. Okay, to show you guys more of this, we can go for this concept here. This was made by Misu. Misu, are you there?
Yeah, hello.
What was your inspiration to make this location that looks like castles?
There's a lot of inspiration about castles because I fan of castles, you know.
Ah, you're a big fan of castles, right?
Yeah, I love ancient architecture, and I just remember an architect called Hans Bredemann of Virres, and he has a very ancient inspiration of doing like Baroque architecture. So I just think, okay, if this thing has castles, it might needs to be like very medieval, but not feel very you know, very pop medieval. You know, the guys who do medieval things and always do the same thing. So I was thinking on a medieval thing, doing it bad and combine that with Latin American architecture.
This place looks good, and I will say this. This is not how the final location will look like. This was a great concept art, but what you will see in the final game will be very different from this. I mean, similar,
it's mind-blowing.
But I will tell you now, this is one of my favorite locations. I know Palan too, and the music here will be made by Bliff. We mentioned Bliff again. I think you should all take a look at Bliff work later, because he's a really good artist. Okay, let's go for the second one. Oh yeah, this is an old gift of ENA, just being goofy. I have read some people being like worried about ENA just being a little not like she was before, because the trailer is like very like dark and serious. But this is something that will never change, so don't worry. ENA will still be weird. It doesn't matter how she looks. And oh, here's another location, but this one is a filter effect. One of the many locations. I like this one too. Another character. This one was designed by Marco, right? Marco, are you there?
Yeah, but I can see the character. Just wait a little.
It's
a little. Just wait a little. The stream.
Yeah,
is-
just stall for the stream.
It's the
Catch up.
cowboy. Do you remember the cowboy?
Ah, yeah, I remember it. So good animated.
Did you get any inspirations to make this cowboy or this detective
Of course.
cowboy?
Of course, I was thinking about some noir films and old cowboys movies. So you can see in his face he looks kind of like Clint Eastwood. It's very different from the first concept we had.
Yeah, the first concept was really different, but you will see that on the art book. And
Yes.
and yeah, this is another character from the game. I won't say the name, but you will have a surprise when you encounter this character. It's kinda escondido, right? How do you say escondido?
Hidden. It's
Hidden,
kind of
yes.
hidden.
Yeah, it's kinda hidden. So. Good job finding him. Good luck. Good job and good luck. We have here concept art. This was concept art from the trailer. This was made by Miss Wolf. He like always sharing some great talent to this project. And yeah, colors are great. I think this location here was the favorite one from the favorite one from a lot of people, right? The trailer was really enjoyable to do.
It was definitely a test of strength for us to bang out that trailer for a lot of the team. It was a lot of fun. It was like making a really condensed ENA episode.
Yeah, it almost feels like another episode, right? You get so much going on. But how much time we made this? I think a little more than a month, right?
It was 2 months because we started in like the beginning of December, end of November, and then we released end of January.
Oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't the whole team working on it though. It was mostly Marco, Mizu, Joel, and then every once in a while one of us would be drafted in to do something.
worked too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There was a lot of the core team helped
Yeah,
make
yeah,
this trailer for 3D, 2D, and everything.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, there was like the 3 or 4 core guys, and then every once in a while it'd be like, oh, we need flowers falling. Quick, someone do that. Or, oh, we need some mannequins falling. Someone else do that, you know. And
Yeah.
the rest of us were working on the game.
Yeah. That's true. On the next one, we have this character called Oreo. This was made by Neith. Neith is not here with us, but she's a great artist. Neith, if you are watching this, thank you for being in this project. And maybe some people know her. This character is called Oreo. You will find him in a certain spot, and maybe he will give you something. You will need to wait to find out. Oh, this is a screenshot, like a long ago screenshot from Walking Paths. This model was made by Utonui here, 3D model. He also animated a lot of cool things for the model. A lot of dancing too, right?
Yeah. The pants will dancing a lot.
Yeah, and we walk in weird ways too. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I can't give too much context of this, but I think this is one of my favorite parts of the game too. This is a creature I designed, like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. I call it like an interdimensional being. I like the design. It was very fun to create this monstrosity. And I hope you enjoy it when you find this creature. Oh, okay. This was something I shared on Patreon. I don't think you need context. I don't know how to explain it. Either way, just look at it and enjoy it when you see it. And oh, okay. I think this is the last image to share here on stream. How many we have shared? Like 12. I think that's enough content to share, right?
I'm still excited about the ENA voices.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Sorry, it took me a second to realize you were asking a question. I was distracted by that last screenshot.
What did you say about the ENA voices?
It's exciting to hear them.
Yeah.
In that context and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot of people are freaking out, like we are.
I mean, 12 is. I think 12 is a lot, considering there's a lot more on Patreon. Not
It's
so
true,
subtle
guys.
nudge. Yeah. did you know that $1? It's like well, 2. Yeah.
And again, sign up for Fangamers merch on.
Yes,
use
that
the link in the
will help.
description. It helps the project, helps Fangamer, helps everything just be awesome. And hopefully you get awesome things out of it.
Yeah, link is on the description below. And I think we now arrived to the questions and answers, right?
Q&A portion.
Q&A.
Yeah.
This is the part where we try to read that chat. Is that too much happening? Is there a way to read something without like looking at everything going up?
Yes. If you see a message that you think looks like it could be interesting, if you could read it, then scroll up with your scroll wheel real fast, and it will freeze the updating of the chat rule, and you can actually read it for a sec.
You guys are going too fast. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's about 9,000 of you. Even with slow mode on 30 seconds, that's 9,000 comments every 30 seconds.
We can handle it.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Wow. Well, can you help me, guys?
We appreciate it.
Can you help me, guys, choosing questions, please?
Yeah, we'll do our best.
Yeah.
I can
All
help
right.
you. I can help you find them. It's up to you if you want to answer them or not.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Please give plot. We can't answer that.
Yeah, we can't say anything about the plot or what Ina's favorite color is. These are critical lore questions that we cannot answer.
So I saw one that I think.
How
might
much
be
will the
interesting.
game cost? Sorry, Abby. Let's just say it again. The game is free.
Yeah. Game's free.
Okay, sorry. Go on, Abby. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no worries. So the one that I saw that I think if we can't answer it would be interesting, since I saw multiple people asking, was approximately how long is the game?
we don't want to say exactly how long the game is expected to be. It's definitely longer than a typical ENA episode.
Longer than 17 minutes.
Yeah, the game's hopefully longer than 17 minutes. Maybe some speedrunners will figure out how to bring that down, but it's probably
well, there's something. I heard about disturbing content. What are the warnings for? You want to answer that?
Yeah. So there's some imagery that may be disturbing to some people, like we said in the first trailer and the Steam page. It's hopefully nothing too graphic for a lot of people, though we do wanted to keep that warning in for people that may be disturbed easily or that kind of thing.
I'm not revealing anything, I don't think, new. Joel said in a previous ENA Day stream, that the game was based on nightmares. So if you can remember any nightmares you've had, hold on to that.
They will
feeling.
be in the game.
Yeah, well, yeah. That kind of level. So it won't be like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It's not going to be like just for its own sake, gratuitous, I guess. But there's going to be some stuff in there.
It's still planned to be an ENA episode.
Yeah.
Like so, in that vein of type of surrealism. Some questions I saw is how long have we been working on the game? Basically, we've been working ever since Temptation Stairway ended. We've been was released. We've been every single day for the past 2 years been working on this game.
Yes. Except weekends.
Yeah. Per person, it's different. How many people or how much time they dedicate. Another question is, what is the best ways we can support you? Joel's Patreon, buying merchandise Joel has available on the store right now. Once the game releases, we'll hopefully Fangamer will release the merch, and that will be a huge help to us, and you get better merch. Higher quality merch from Fangamer. But right now, you can buy some the ENA t-shirts and stuff, and that helps us directly.
And I'd also like to add that when the game releases, there will be, as we mentioned earlier, the Support the Devs version. That's also a great way to support us when the game does release.
Right, it'll have extra content, animatics, and like cut voice lines, all that kind of stuff that we don't really have any other place to share it. If you guys want to see that or are interested, that's a great way to support us for that. One interesting question: how long does it take to animate, compose each scene? How many people are needed to work on each scene? A lot. Quite a few. It takes a bit of time. It takes a lot of planning.
You got your sound guy, your music guy, your voice actor, your animator, your background dude, your storyboards, your script editing. It's a whole production. Yeah, pretty much.
And it throw in game design in that as well, just for fun. So it's definitely a lot of work.
Will there be any extra content after the game's release, such as DLCs? Can we answer that?
We'll see. We'll see. There's definitely going to be the support to the devs version for extra content, but as for future plans, we'll have to. We'll just say we'll see for now.
Will the game work on iOS?
Currently, the game is planned to only release for Mac, Linux, and Windows on Steam.
Yeah.
iOS is like a completely different chipset.
This is not a mobile game.
Yeah. On the bright side, there's no microtransactions, so you can put that all home.
True. I see the question, will the OST be released on platforms? Simple answer, yes. Yes, it will.
All right, you heard it from Oliver. What made you make a game instead of another video? We had the team.
Yeah, and also, yeah, suffice it to say, I think one of us floated the idea, and then we were all like, no, that's silly. And then like a month later, Joel came back and he was like, but what if we did actually? And then we were like, well, I guess we could.
We got to kind of think on it, and we're like, yeah, we could. It would fit. So we started doing that.
So I see quite a few people asking, and I think this is kind of up to Joel, I think, to answer. A lot of people are asking, will we see any return of any characters?
Any return of any character?
Yeah.
There is a tricky question. I will say yes, but you need to understand that this project is you have to take this project as a second season. Also, it's a game. You know, like not only ENA has changed, but the people around here too. So I think you will enjoy the new characters too. Maybe you won't see the characters you would like to see, and maybe the ones you wish to see more. But that was part of the artistic direction this game needed to be able to be awesome like it is going to be. So I hope you understand that. And yeah, that was the response.
Awesome.
Another one, will all characters be voice acted?
There's some, I mean, the most important one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a cross between
Well-
voice acting and what?
No. So yeah, definitely the major
okay.
characters. Definitely the major characters. Will have voice acting like a normal ENA episode, but there will be some smaller characters that may not have voice acting, full voice acting, just because of the limitations of us as a team and our
Of
budget.
hiring a billion voice actors.
Yeah.
I saw another question too on localization into other languages. Would Joel or Talon, would you like to answer that?
Other languages.
Yeah.
So depending on the resources we have when we plan to launch the game, we'll see about localization, because it's a really intense process. Usually you have to get a company involved, like, to help, and it's a long kind of intricate process to get a game localized. I think we'll do our best to get the game localized into some languages we're familiar with, as well as some other languages that we think the game should be in. And depending on how that goes, we'll try to get the reach of the game as much as possible. We don't think the voice acting will need to be localized, because that's just a nature of ENA, is
Yeah.
a different language, or different languages exist. So localizing those wouldn't really make sense. But all the text, yeah, we could probably work on that.
There's a good question, which is, what kind of freedom did the format of a video game give you over a video? And do you worry that content will be missed by people who are playing the game and who don't get the right path? Would that be acceptable from the artist's eyes?
I think it depends mostly on how you play the game. At the beginning, it was really hard because I am not a game designer. I have never made a game before. So when I told everyone, like, hey, let's make a game, I never thought it was going to be this difficult. Like, I couldn't think in the same way as thinking in, like, if I were making a video for YouTube, because like you say, I can make something linear, expecting you to interact with the character. I want you to interact, be able to advance on the story. So yeah, that was planned, and I think that's solved. You will miss some things, but you will experience others.
Right.
Yeah, I think from the artist's point of view, it's okay for people to miss stuff, because that's what happens in video games. Like, in Breath of the Wild, there's 900 Koroks. You're not going to find all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Not
that's
to say that
okay.
we have 900 something hidden around. Dream
We
Garbage
don't,
too.
no.
But like, it's easy to miss content in a video game because you don't get to just rewind and do it again.
But that's
there
like
are
the
some fans who will
collaborative
be.
part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun for the fans, we think, if you have to work together to discover all the little things that may be hidden, which is very, very, very neat.
Is the game multiplayer?
No.
Again, think of it as an ENA episode. It's basically the exact same format as an ENA episode.
Yeah, it's only you and the game. You're alone. So.
Yeah. Same thing with this question. We'll have the same visual style as the original animations. It's as close as we can get it for a game. It's going to be an ENA episode.
It's all the same artists, but it's also like a year or two later on in their lives. So it's going to be the same but different.
Exactly.
Some people again are wondering if there will. I'm not sure if we know this yet. Steam achievements.
It would be cool to have Steam achievements if we're putting it on Steam. So we're gonna do our best to put maybe some interesting achievements on there. Yeah.
Joel, Pello is asking if there's gonna be merch about the old animations.
Well, can we answer that?
I don't think we can answer that. We can't say exactly what we're doing with Fangamer, but who knows what the future will bring.
We'd like to make all the merch in the world, whether we can or not. Who's to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, this doesn't mean I will forget about the old ENA design, all the old characters. With this game, I'm not trying to make you forget about those things. I have them in my mind, and if I have the opportunity to make more merch with the old ENA design and the old characters, I will do it. So don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We
we still love those. Okay.
I see a music question that's asking if the music that's playing in the background of the stream currently is going to be in the game. To my knowledge, no, it is not. There will be custom new stuff for the game. It will also be released on platforms. As to which platforms that will be, still being decided.
Oh, they talk about the music in the background?
Yeah.
Of your stream, yeah.
Oh yeah, well, nah. This is music but this is music from a musician that is also making music for the game. So if you like this music, you can go and give it a try. I will share the link here on the chat.
Someone who asked, will there be Mac support? Yes, because I am on the Mac. So if nothing else, I can generate a build.
Yeah, it's absolutely planned that it'll be on Windows, Mac, and Linux.
Don't know about Apple Silicon because I use a pretty old Mac, but
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to the technical hurdles that is porting to different platforms. Well, here's a good interesting one. How much of the trailer will be in the actual game? Will it feature animations or was it just the trailer? We're gonna a lot of it's gonna be up for interpretation because the trailer is supposed to be interpretive. But definitely there's some elements of that trailer that we want to match visual style in engine, and we're going to do our best to do that. So yeah, it's maybe not 1-to-1 because that was using video editing software, but if we can get that in engine, or maybe some clips like that in engine, we're going to do that.
Ooh, can we actually hold on? I'm going to ask if we can say something.
Okay. Steam Deck support. All right, so one of our team members has a Steam Deck, and we put it on, and some graphics exploded, and when you tried to close the game, it froze the Steam Deck. We are working on that. We'll see if it's possible. No promises.
I mean, I'd interject. I'm the one with the Steam Deck. That's fixed. The Steam Deck is absolutely planned, and like I love my Steam Deck so much. So you like have my word that like it being playable on Steam Deck is like a huge priority. So
I wrote the question.
Yeah, to bounce back to the earlier question of visual style, in terms of like the filtering on the trailer and stuff, yeah, we're gonna try to have that in the game as well.
On certain things.
On certain things, not everything. The game won't look exactly like the trailer, except for the
Well,
gameplay to the trailer.
What was the name of the filter? We can say that.
It was based on loosely, well, implementing a median filter, but it's got a lot of stuff in it that the Photoshop median filter does not have.
Yeah, so you kind of need to know. You have to analyze it if you want to recreate it.
Yes.
Yeah, but the effect on the game has name.
I think we just call it Mizu's effect.
Yeah, something like that.
I think that's what the shader is called.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So far, here's a question: what's the biggest challenge encounter making Dream Barbecue? Planning.
Yeah, making a game is just programming, but I know that sounds dumb. Like it's just programming, it's just art. But then when you make it, it's like a choose your own adventure. But you have to write out. It's not just planning the script for every interaction. You have to plan everything the player might do and think about that and say like, okay, how do we do that? Will that be in the game? Will we cut that out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to think ahead of the players, really.
And that's definitely been an interesting speed bump for when Joel has a awesome idea, and we have to like boil that down into the cool elements that we can put in a video game that players can experience, and then balance that out for the 10 people who have to work on it. So it's an interesting hierarchy that we have to kind of navigate through, and it's made game development really, really, really interesting because when you don't come from a game development background like some of the artists on that team, they don't think with the restrictions of a game engine, which when they approach us with the Unity team with like, can we put this in the game? We're like, oh man, we've never even considered that. And when we have to test it, we have to try it. And most of the time it works out. So.
An interesting question that I keep seeing is, what is some of the inspiration or kind of things that inspired the game? Let's just, I guess, Dream Barbecue design.
The most inspiration of this game comes from the real artists and very old Japanese movies. And yeah, before making this game, when I met with Buchao here, he showed me a lot of very old surreal Japanese movies that I really enjoyed. And at the beginning, I thought about making only like Japanese related, but then I had the idea of like mixing cultures. So why not mixing my own culture with another one, right? It's something really interesting appeared from that, and like Peruvian and Japanese culture. And then some artists, some surreal artists, the ones I always follows, like Beksiński. That's how you say the name.
Yeah.
Beksiński.
Zdzisław Beksiński. Yeah.
Zdzisław Beksiński.
Beksiński, yeah. He will always.
It's hard.
He will always be the inspiration for this project.
If you want to see some stuff he's painted, the first thing you have to do is figure out how to spell it.
Yeah.
No, he's on the ENA wiki. The fan wiki. It's not official, but they're very dedicated.
They're very dedicated. Yeah. interesting question. How many people on the team have a degree in something related to their work on the game, like a video editing or computer design media major? I wouldn't say everyone has a degree that's related to the work they do, because the team is so multidisciplinary that it really sprawls across the entire like art platform and video game platform. It's really, really interesting. Some of the core artists on the team don't have a degree in exactly what they're doing on the project, which is really cool that they get to kind of have that freedom to kind of do whatever they would like to do.
One question: will there be a demo? No, the game is free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, another artist I forgot to mention was Francis Bacon. I think that was a great inspiration too for this project, and that's why maybe some of the warning imagery is coming from, because well, Francis Bacon is kind of like that kind of surreal artist, right? And
yeah.
Francis Bacon is, well, yeah. Yeah.
Francis Bacon? I never knew.
Yeah, I think it was a great inspiration for the Silent Hill team to I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, Francis Bacon inspired Jacob's Ladder, which inspired Silent Hill.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Sorry, that's just, yeah, an obligation to, it's a terrible habit, an obligation to get things exactly correct. It leads to me actually-ing people a lot. Yeah, we won't have a demo before the game releases, by the way.
Right.
It'll just,
Right.
when it's out, it's out.
Yeah.
Because it's free.
It's free. The game is free,
Yeah.
guys.
By the way, guys, it is free. It's
free. We know the trailer is
free.
cool and epic,
It's free.
but we're not under a publisher or anything. So we're allowed to do whatever we like, and with your guys' support, we're gonna make it pretty good. Hopefully you guys gonna like it with what we come up with.
I see. I've seen the question. How long is the soundtrack? Which I can't answer because it's expanding.
Yeah. and also,
I'm
actually,
adding new
can we say
stuff to locations. I'm like, no, I want to change something, and so I add another thing.
Yeah, the issue is we're all perfectionists, and
I think I'll reveal this. There is one location where I've written more music for one location than I've written every other contribution I've made to the ENA series. It is longer than all of those contributions put back to back.
It's
I can't
true.
Stop myself.
and it's good.
Well, I don't know about that.
It is amazing.
It was very calm.
Is it? Can we say that?
You
know what? I'm not even gonna ask.
Okay.
How many questions did we respond? I think we got
we responded to quite a few questions.
How much will the dev version cost? Do we know? Can we say that?
We don't know yet because we don't know exactly how much extra content we're gonna put in it. And Joel hates charging money for things, so we're gonna have to argue back and forth about how much the devs version will cost.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But
my fault.
hopefully it's not gonna be too much for anyone. It's definitely not gonna be over like $30. It's gonna be less than that. We can probably say.
Is it a demanding game from a graphical standpoint? I have the worst computer of the whole team, and I can run it, so I think you'll be okay. My computer was old when I bought it in 2018, so...
Yeah, I'll add that like optimization is like pretty important. So like we're gonna like take time to like make sure it runs. Like if you can run other games, you could expect ENA to run how like other 3D games would run on your system, simply put.
Right. Yeah. It's not going to
So
be
if
as
you
heavy
usually
as like
struggle to
Unreal.
run games, you're gonna struggle to run ENA. But if you have like a standard PC that you play on, you'll be safe.
Right. Again, it's not going to be too heavy. Hopefully, we're going to try to do our best to optimize a lot of it. It may be particularly heavy, like it may be
Like file size.
Yeah, file size. It might be pretty large, not like 60 gigabytes, but like bigger than a smaller game, because just the amount of animation content and musical
Word.
content and voice lines, those take up a lot of space.
If you can run Fortnite, you can run this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Okay. Here's a question I've seen a few times, which I'm not sure if we can answer or not. Will there be any screamers or jump scares?
Jump scares.
Yeah, like.
I don't think there is.
I don't think there is, but
It depends on if you think Mooney saying "boo" is a jump scare.
yeah,
From
something like
Sarah.
that. There's something like
yeah,
that. Although this game has some horror themes, it doesn't. The intention is not to scare you; it's to invite you to see the horror. Like something like that is the best way I can explain it.
Yeah. Question: was the planning phase longer than the building phase of the game? Pretty much half and half. There was a ton of planning, a ton of prototyping, a ton of making sure this can even work as a concept. All the while, the script is being written and compiled together, and then like revised and edited and revised. It's a lot of work to put something of this scale together. But yeah. One of our team members is maybe gonna hop on, depending if she gets here in time.
Are we almost done with the streaming? I think so. It is almost more than 1 hour.
I think we can stay on for a little bit longer. Yeah. We can't comment on if subsequent ENA episodes are going to be a game, because this was quite the adventure, and art evolves. And
we're still thinking about this one.
Yeah. So it takes a lot of effort and work to plan these things out. So who knows? Maybe if things go well and everything is well received, then yeah, maybe. But we'll definitely cross that bridge when we get there. Joel, this question is: do we have high-res pictures that can be used as backgrounds available to download, like maybe some screenshots from the trailer that are high-res and stuff?
High-res? Well,
for people to use as wallpapers.
How much is high-res? Like 4K?
Probably just 1920 to 4K, like in that range. Anything.
Wasn't the trailer rendered in 1920 by 1080?
Yeah. Yeah. I can render some in that size, but more than that, I don't think so. But yeah, I can try to render some. Maybe you can share it on that Discord server, right?
Yeah. So we'll see if we can make some cool wallpapers just for you guys. That might be fun. It might be exciting. Because there are some really cool things that get painted, and then when they get put into the game or when they get put into the trailer, they get crunched down a little bit. So you lose a little bit of that detail. What engine does the game use? Unity. We use Unity. Loud and proud. Even though it may not be the choice of some people. But yeah, it just the type of game it is. The best choice was Unity. So, yeah.
Yes,
I've seen a few people ask about music being released in high resolution in FLAC. It's a high probability.
Ooh, exciting.
There's a question. Will the funny Italian man from the spaghetti game be in the game? I think I can safely say that there is Italian somewhere in the game.
However, he may not be speaking about pizza.
Yeah, it's an Italian voice actor. He already announced it on his social media. I think some of you have realized that. It's a well-known voice actor. It does mostly parodies of Dark Souls. I think he's. I can't remember his channel well, but maybe I will tell you when I remember later. The Brult. I think it's the Brult. Yeah.
We're catching up on questions a little bit. We're flying by.
I saw one about the Steam API, specifically controller. That's something I've been looking at. I can't promise anything as far as support goes for like Steam input and stuff like that, but I will say that like accessibility, especially as far as like input, is a huge priority. So that's definitely something that the team is looking at, like, so that way, like, if you need to do a lot of like rebinding, whether that's in game or through like the Steam controller API, like that's something that is a huge priority that we're looking at.
One question is, how did you meet the musicians, and how did you create the team for the game?
The team was created. Yeah. The whole team that is right now was created from the necessity to make a whole game, right? Like from the beginning, it wasn't going to be this much people on here because, you know, there was just YouTube videos and it was just me and Nuto here. But then it began to be more ambitious. There are things we didn't know how to do. Like, I had no idea how we were going to do the Great Runas thing and all the parade there. Until Balan just arrived and he was the angel that saved us. And then we had the sleep too. I think I meet most of them on Patreon, through Patreon. And then from recommendation, right? From you guys.
Yeah. A sort of oh, we need someone to do something, and then one of us is like, I might know a guy.
Right. And a lot of it also comes down to, we had a lot of our own personal projects that we got to show to Joel, and they were relevant to what Joel wanted to do with his art, and so
that's true.
We were brought on board.
Somnium and
the game me and Luke made was directly led us to being here, and Sleep Circle's fan music and fan animation definitely led him to him being here as well, and that's kind of the story for everything.
I had a slightly different experience, which was just 2 and a bit years ago, maybe it was longer. I received a very polite, very pleasant email from Joel, just saying, "Hi, could I use this piece of music of yours?" And I was just like, "Yeah, all right, fine, yeah, go for it." And then you sent me another very nice email about 6 months later, saying, "Could I use some more?" And then at that point, I was like, "Okay, maybe this is turning into something." And we still communicated by email very, very politely, all the way through Temptation Stairway, and only for Dream Barbecue have I kind of migrated from polite emails to Discord.
Yeah.
Evan, Luke had a question.
Okay. Someone asked if we will release the code of the game for people to make mods, or maybe a Steam Workshop kind of thing. We can't legally distribute the entire code base because there's some things in there that's like we bought licenses for and stuff. But it's a Unity game. Unity games are pretty moddable. Who knows? Maybe some intelligent people will come along and make some clever integrations. So who knows? We'll see. In terms of, for like the art assets and stuff, I can't say anything about that. That's it's not really. We'd have to make sure all the artists are on board if we were to distribute art from the game. So can't say anything about that. But yeah, I'm sure someone will figure out how to mod the game because it's Unity.
There's a question saying, for musicians, any specific inspiration for the music? And the only one I can think of right now is, for the most intense part of Animoya, the music used in the latest trailer, I remember being inspired by Gwyn's theme from Dark Souls 1. I was really, really, really stuck for writing that part, and I just thought, oh, it's this weirdly sad piano music that comes in the middle of a boss fight, and I just thought, well, I'll use that as inspiration, and then it kind of developed into what it turned into for the trailer.
All right. All my friends are in a huge debate. How do you pronounce ENA? Is it ENA? ENA? INA? ANA?
Jenna?
Jenna?
Mena.
Yeah, your guess is as good as ours. Everyone on the team says it differently because it's intentionally.
It's like GIF.
You get to decide how it's pronounced.
It's like GIF and GIF.
Or tomato. I guess.
Yeah. Aluminum and aluminium.
How common will flashing lights be in the game? Is it possible to toggle them if they happen? We're going to be working on accessibility features like that. There might be one or two events where it's kind of flashy. Hopefully we can kind of address those and have an option.
Honestly, there's less flashing lights than I expected.
Yeah, there's
I can't think of a single place where there's a lot, you know?
Right. Yeah, we'll do our best to kind of integrate accessibility features. When does the dev support version come out? Hopefully when the game comes out, at the same time as that, so that way we can offer more content right alongside the game's release, and you get to choose if you want to buy that version or get the free version. The free version has everything in the game, like the core game.
Luke M, that is to say.
Yeah, someone asked, will the game be available in the Saudi Arabia Steam store? We're not imposing any limits on the distribution of the game, but because we're on Valve's platform, we're like somewhat like dependent on if they do business in your region. To my understanding, usually the limiting factor is if they're able to handle payment methods in your region, which because the game is free, I don't think that'll be an issue. So if you're able to access the Steam store and use the Steam store, ENA will be available in your region, I believe.
No plans for Steam Workshop integration.
Not
Will there be boss fights, Joel?
Boss fights? I mean, what does a boss fight mean? Like, you fight with someone you're against, right?
Sure.
But a big health bar at the top of the screen? Music?
I mean,
hopefully there's music.
I don't know if you call them boss fights, right? Because you're not fighting someone. It's just the way you interact with this. But yeah, there are going to be encounters.
Yeah, some cinematic events, perhaps.
Yeah. We have a little cinematic event.
Yeah,
as a treat. Yeah. Sorry.
How is the creation process being for you all? Because all the content seems very original. It's definitely the creation process is fun. It's a lot of interesting stuff every single day. Sometimes there's burnout, just because that's the nature of projects like this, where you work really passionately, and you work a little too much passionately, and you burn yourself out.
And then you realize that you have to take weekends off, because if you don't,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, but it comes in waves, and we're getting better at it, kind of managing all that. So it's definitely involved, but it's fun. It's really fun, and every chance we get to show someone on the outside, we gives us energy back, because we just show like, finally some outside eyes that can say we're not crazy.
Yeah, when you look at something long enough, you start to lose the ability to tell if it's good or not.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, you start. It just becomes like, yeah. So seeing your reaction to the trailer was a big shot in the arm.
It gave us a huge boost.
I think I can say thank you from all of us for liking it.
Yes.
Even though I did the least in the trailer. So I'm not like taking the thanks. I'm like, yeah.
Let's see.
How long did it take you to do this? So far, 2 years.
So far, 2 years. Yep.
Is the game in Unity? Yes.
Yeah.
And as a reminder, it is free.
Yeah, the game is free, guys.
By the way,
we said it was gonna be free.
came here just to remind you all.
When will the game come out? We can't
say a word about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ENA Battle Pass? No.
Yeah, sorry. Froggy ate all the
boxes.
battle passes.
How old are you? It varies from person to person.
Yeah, the condition has a different stage for each person on the team.
What is our average age, though?
It's probably mid-20s,
Like
our
20,
average age.
23, 24?
Yeah.
Some people skew skew it away.
Yeah. Spiders Jorg has eaten over 7 million spiders in his lifetime. He is an outlier and should not be counted.
Why is ENA red and white?
Because that is the color she is. Actually,
Sure.
Joel, would you like to answer that question? Why is she the color she is?
I mean, why not?
There you have it.
It's a good
Yeah.
answer.
Abby
It was
posted a question.
Go ahead.
Oh no, just Joel.
Joel, I think you could answer this one if you are able.
Which question?
I posted it in the voice channel.
Oh, let me see. Hello, ENA team. Oh, do I have to read it? Would like to thank you for the game and ask, is there any character who speaks in native Peruvian language like Quechua or Aymara, maybe another Native American language? I have been trying so hard to find someone who could speak Quechua, like a voice actor. I really want a voice actor who speaks Quechua, but the only way to I don't know where to find it, and the things I have listened from things like close to me are not really what I want. So I think the only way I can find them maybe is to travel. I am not sure, but maybe looking around again on internet could help me. But yeah, I want to. I really want to.
Yeah, it's difficult finding native language speakers who have access to the, or like who are actively on the internet and do voice acting work. Like
exactly.
Those don't usually go over each other.
Yeah, native Quechua and native Twitter user, you know.
Exactly. Let's see. Will there be any cameos or interesting collaborations? Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe.
Might be some exciting ones.
What other questions can we answer? I mean, there's a lot of questions that are like really specific.
Yeah, like Joel, you're the only person that can answer what ENA smells like this time.
Yeah.
It smells like.
Is it still chocolate milk? Who can say?
You will find out. Find out.
You will find out in the game.
The support the devs version comes with a scratch and sniff card. It doesn't. That's a lie. Don't take me seriously.
Jeez.
Can we answer any more questions?
I'm looking.
There are a few music-related questions to which mostly the answer is just going to be maybe.
Yeah.
I think those are.
Or I'm not really supposed to answer. So.
They were asking about if in-game there will be 2D animations as in the trailer. Like something like that.
Yeah, I think we can safely say that. As you saw in the trailer, some of the characters are 2D animated, just like previous ENA episodes, and we're gonna try to make it exactly that same kind of format.
Some of the effects in the trailer were done with After Effects, which anyone who's used After Effects knows that it's way slower than real time. So there's some, we can't make it look exactly like the trailer, but we have no, it's not a conscious decision. It's just After Effects is slow.
Yeah.
We'll do our best.
Some people are asking if we would show the opening cinematic in the stream. No. That would be a giant spoiler. Just wait till the game's out. Yeah. Because we can't show things like that because part of the experience is not knowing what you're going to experience. So
yeah, exactly.
That's part of something that's like made this game really interesting to work on. Is like we have to be really careful with what we show because part of the
Yeah.
magic is not knowing what you're gonna see. So
Exactly. Even on Patreon, I mean, I keep pumping up Patreon. I'm the hype man for Patreon. It's like it's only $2 a month. You get to see all the stuff. but even so, there's stuff that Joel is really cagey about. There's some stuff he doesn't want to spoil. So
Yeah.
you know,
it's a kind of special when you get to see it for the first time, and we want
will
to
get-
preserve that.
yeah. You will get a special sneak preview of the opening cinematic a few seconds after you start the game.
Sure. Yeah.
Somebody, can you spoil anything? No.
No. Sorry.
ENA is in the game.
Oh my God, Luke.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God.
Let's pack it up. Let's all go home now.
Yeah.
We do not have an official Discord server, just because there used to be one and it got a little too much for the team to kind of interact with. There are some big ones out there, but yeah, there's not an official one. There's some with official people in them that work on the team and are pretty active, but you'll have to just kind of figure that out.
Figure out which ones are which. Is it legal for you to pronounce ENA as Arnold? No.
Hey Arnold.
All right.
That was a lie. You can probably pronounce it that way if you like. Oh, all right. Joel, Oliver wants to know if he can answer a question.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Where is it? In the voice chat?
Yes.
I can't find the question. Oh, the last one. Is Meta Room still gonna make music? Yeah, Meta Room is going to make music on this game too. There will be Meta Room, Oliver, Liv, and Sleep too.
Yep. Got some great music in this game.
Yeah, music on this game is amazing. So wait for it.
Yeah. We're still holding out for that for one additional artist that did the animation of Shoryon, but I don't know if she's gonna get in time before the stream ends.
Can you upload the ENA voice clips anywhere?
Yeah.
Was there a plan to upload those? Yeah, okay.
I will do
Twitter
it.
is a good place.
I will do it on Twitter after this stream. This is I can't do it right now. I can't do two things at the same time. My head will explode.
What programs were used besides Unity and After Effects? Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, we got
Photoshop.
Blender, Photoshop, Blender, Clip Studio Paint was in there.
A-Sprite.
A-Sprite is in there.
A-Sprite is a big one for me.
Yeah, each kind of team member has their own little specialty in different programs. And we use that to our strength.
As for sound, what do you use, Oliver?
A mixture of FL Studio, Ableton Live, Adobe Audition, and then I actually record quite a lot of stuff using a Zoom H5 microphone, and then edit it in Isotope RX10.
Yeah, Oliver sends metal pipe sound effects falling. And they're the highest quality recordings you've ever heard.
he has the most pristine field recording of someone tripping and dropping an entire handful of dishes that you can find.
Yeah, I've got this recording of 50 spoons in a plastic crate being thrown into a swimming pool. And I've used some of my ridiculous recordings in Dream Barbecue's music.
90% of what I use for music, well, 90%, that's strong. Let's say 80%, is a sampler called Tal Sampler by Togue Audio Line, and I use it in Reaper. And that's about it. Oh, also for the RuneScape style sound effects and stuff, because you can't use their sound effects. You have to make your own. But I use an FM synthesizer called Dexed, which is free.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Dexed is it's like wizardry. I have given up.
Dexed is like making sounds in an Excel spreadsheet.
It's true.
Oh boy.
That's why it's free.
One good question: is the gameplay purely exploratory / story, or is there more mechanics? Well, we can't say exactly what the gameplay is going to be like, because that's part of the kind of surreal experience that of an ENA episode. I think we can say that
that there will be gameplay.
Yeah, it's going to be not just purely exploratory, but that's definitely a big part of it, because that's what we value in ENA as kind of the vision is just like, this is a weird, interesting place, weird, interesting characters. Those are the focus most of the time. All right, that one artist just arrived. Hello, Neith.
Hello, everyone. Hi.
Hello, Neith. Here's
Neith.
Shoryo's animator.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
I can share again Shorey animation. Here's the person behind this animation.
Hi, everyone. I'm Neith. I'm also Firsty for some people. Nice to meet you all.
Yeah, glad to have you here. Although it's almost done the stream, but glad you make it on time.
You made it.
Yeah. Sorry I was late, but glad I made it.
We have read a lot of questions already, I think.
Nice.
Neith, what are you getting your degree in? Someone asked earlier if what they're doing for the project is related to the degrees they've been getting or have gotten.
Oh wait, what? Oh, my degrees. Yeah, I'm like, right now I'm in my final year of working for my animation degree at my animation school, and yeah, that's been helping me improve a lot.
That's very cool. Awesome.
Wait,
glad you were able to.
We need a degree to work on this.
No.
Now you don't.
Uh-oh.
Because I don't have any.
Me neither.
No, I was already working on my degree when I jumped into the project. You don't need a degree to work on this type of thing. I'm basically learning how to animate, but you can also learn from home. Like, that's not an issue at all.
It's not bad experience.
Definitely
yeah.
it's not.
Yeah. Yeah. Most of us do not have a degree in what we're doing for the project. It's too multidisciplinary. We can just whatever the art needs, we'll try to do.
Yep.
Vasily, well, Vlif isn't here. It was just the question of like programs, because for music, he uses something very different from us, and I wanted him to talk about it. And also he uses a version, we all use the newest version of Blender, but if you watch his videos, you'll see they all have a really strange, like old CG look, and it's just because he uses a really old version of Blender that we don't use. He uses like an old 2.0 version.
Right.
Yeah. I wish he could have been here to tell you, but
Right.
yeah,
Um,
he's a cool dude.
Really?
Oh, can we say this? The I think we can. I'll ask.
there's a lot of that with this project because we don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Okay, I think I will upload the new ENA voices on Twitter
Yeah.
right now.
And Sleep, I
So
think
go
that's
to Twitter to see.
So
ENA,
people,
I
you can
guess.
go to Twitter in this moment. You will find the play. Things for stream.
Can we say that?
yeah. I think you can say that, Sleep.
Vlif is cool. You know the voice acting thing, the voice acting reveal? It didn't have music or sound effects earlier today. And Joel was like, Vlif, can you add some music and sound effects? And he was like, okay. And like under 45 minutes later, there was music and sounds.
He is,
Oh my
he is
God.
a force beyond nature.
Yeah.
And
There
we-
will
we
be a
love
Mac
him.
version, yes.
Somebody has a really good question, which is, will this stream be archived as a video also on the channel? So people can review it.
I believe, Joel, will the stream be saved? The stream?
Right now, I can leave it here, yeah.
Okay.
On YouTube.
Oh, they had a question for Neith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what inspired the animations for Shoujo? So basically, Joel just gave me like the rundown of it, and I was like, ooh, let's try to make this as silly and as weird and zany as possible. And that's just, I kind of took it from there. It was like, just like as weird as possible, really. Just wanted to have fun with it, you know? That was inspiration. Looney Tunes is kind of like movements.
Yeah, it's great. It looks so good.
Thank you.
All right, let's see if there's anything. Will there be a native Linux port? Yes. We'll try to make that happen. Steam Deck, yes, we'll try to make that happen. Mac, yes, we'll try to make that happen. Windows, of course.
Mac Mac on an Intel chip, almost definitely. Mac on Apple Silicon, we'll try.
Yeah, and I mean, I do believe you can play the Intel version on Apple Silicon, but it goes through Rosetta, right?
Yeah.
Again, a reminder for you guys: click the sign up link in the
Let me ask you, what if I offer
stream's
you
description.
something that could
Just
change
because
your life?
we're working with Fangamer to make merch, and being able to like signing up on that helps them know how much merch they need to make when the game comes out, and that's going to be super high quality merch, way higher quality than any kind of merch ENA's had before. So we're really looking forward to it. So yeah.
What is Luke's job?
Yeah, Luke, who are
Me?
you?
Me or Floof? which Luke?
Oh yeah,
Well,
we have 2 Lukes on the team, and
yeah.
2 Joels.
Floofinator is also a Luke. I call him Lukinator, to be clear.
Very epic. Luke M's job is he's our lead programmer, and like head of the Unity team. Like he has the most experience kind of with the bowels of Unity. So he does a lot of the kind of core gameplay stuff. And then Floofinator, which is our other Luke, is also a gameplay programmer. Not to the same extent, but he does a lot more like visual programming as well, like tech artist things and shaders and interesting materials and graphics. It's very fun, right, Luke?
Yeah, little stuff.
Yeah. And he's also an artist and animator. Like everyone is multidisciplinary, and he's everything. Everyone's awesome.
Is the game going to be full screen? If so, can you make it windowed?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, baby. I think pretty much any game has that option these days.
Right.
Yeah, and we do have some video options, so if you're on a weaker system, you'll be able to like tune the settings down a bit. So there are also video settings as well.
Will there be cutscenes? Yeah, probably. It's gonna be an ENA animation type format, so probably gonna be cutscenes.
Joel.
Yeah.
There's a small question for you Abby posted.
Oh. Let me see. Oh, ¿es en Spanish? ¿Has notado el impacto que ha tenido ENA alrededor del mundo? ¿Qué piensa usted de eso? Ha sido muy loco. Ha sido una experiencia muy bonita. Me siento muy afortunado de vivir esto, de crear algo que haya impactado a tanta gente, a tantas personas, tantos artistas talentosos. Siento que es una época de mi vida que no creí nunca que iba a llegar y se siente increíble. No tengo mucha la oportunidad de hablar esto en español, pero no crean que es porque no quiero hablar en español o algo así. Realmente estoy callado en las redes sociales porque no soy mucho de hablar en las redes sociales. No me gustan tanto, aunque son, bueno, necesarias. Sin embargo, agradezco mucho a toda la gente que habla español y que me ha seguido desde hace mucho y siempre he tenido buenos deseos hacia mí, hacia mi trabajo. Trato de siempre subtitular todo lo que hago en español. Bueno, no todo, pero al menos lo que den así. No sé si voy a ver subtítulos en español cuando el juego esté listo. La verdad, a estas alturas es muy difícil hacer subtítulos en cualquier idioma. Es un proyecto muy grande y, como dicen el Scope Grill, ¿cómo se llama? Scope Grill is real.
Scope creep.
I just say Scope Grill. Wow. But the barbecue theme, right? But yeah. Gracias a todos y espero sigan aquí disfrutando del trabajo de no solo mío, sino de todos aquí en conjunto, porque yo no haría todo esto solo. Y eso, thank you. Gracias.
There is actually a Spanish version of Scope Creep.
Is there?
It is?
Yeah. Yeah, hold on. What do you think of this?
But yeah, this project's big and it's special and we love it. And we're hoping you guys love it too when it comes out. There was a question.
Luke had something.
Yeah.
Regarding the previous question, I saw someone ask about widescreen support. I assume you're asking about 21:9 or just like wider than 16:9. I'd say ideally it's recommended to play the game on 16:9 because all the animations that play are usually drawn for 16:9. However, the game is playable on wider resolutions if you choose to. I've been testing wider resolutions in 16:9, and it's definitely playable, but
could
optimally.
We add sidebars? I guess a question of could we is not the right time for a live discussion. Sorry.
I would basically say the best case scenario is like you should probably, if you want the best vision of the game, you should play it in 16:9, but other resolutions are supported if you prefer that.
Yeah.
Was the shading on the left side blue and yellow on purpose?
Or like the it's more like cream and
yeah, it's like cream and a faint periwinkle beige.
Yeah. It was definitely intentional. It wasn't intentional to look blue and yellow, I don't think. But the colors we picked are intentional.
It wasn't. I don't think anyone was thinking of making it signify anything particular, if that's what you're asking. It was just what looked good.
Yeah. I swear I saw a good question. I can't find it again.
Someone also asked about 4x3. 4x3, you can also set a 4x3 resolution, but it'll have the same like discrepancies from like how like it's intended to look. But if you have a 4x3 screen, you could play the game.
Boy, a lot of questions.
Hmm.
Can you hug ENA only for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
No more.
One person keeps asking, how did we get Palo to voice the red mask guy? I think Joel and Palo are friends, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I would like Pelo's voice here again. I just need to think which character could fit the voice.
Can't reveal any other characters because it would be spoiler.
Someone asked if the picture that you have on screen right now, Joel, if they could have that as a
The picture.
And if it will be released as a wall.
Which picture on Steam?
Oh, on the screen. The one that's on as set as the wallpaper right now.
Oh, that's an epic picture to be on.
It is a very epic picture.
I could probably put that together. I have those assets.
Yeah, I can share this one if you'd like to put that piece on your desktop. I will try to make more from the trailer. And wow, we reached the 2 hours of the streaming.
Yeah, and half of it was Q&A. Very cool.
Yeah, I think that those are enough questions. I think we have responded a lot, and we can now finish the stream. Remember once again, new and American Gamer merch. You can sign up. It's not released soon, but it will be soon. So
yeah, just signing up lets them know how much merch they actually need to make, and it definitely helps the project and us as a team. So please sign up for the Also, wishlist the game on Steam if you have not done that. Please do that. That helps us also. That tells Steam that people are excited about this game, and if you're excited, you could share that by wishlisting the game. So yeah. Joel, do you want to wrap up?
Yeah, we made it to the final of the stream, guys. Thank you to the more of 5,000 persons here watching us. I think it's 5,000, right? Yeah. Yes. Thank you, guys. We try to respond as many questions as possible. Sorry for the ones who didn't make the response, didn't make it. But I appreciate you being here, listening to us, watching us. I hope you enjoy the game. It's becoming something really special. I feel in that way. Like it won't be like the best game of all time, but it may be the best game for some of you. That's enough for me.
Yeah.
And
if we can make some of the fans really happy, then we've done our job.
This game already made me happy.
You make us happy, Mizu.
Yeah, Misu.
You're amazing, guys. You're amazing. You're incredible.
Love you, Ethan. This was so amazing.
And yeah, thank you to everyone here on the team for being here, accompanying us. I appreciate your company too. And yeah, I hope we can make this again in the future. Maybe not too soon, you know me. I disappear a whole year and appear out of nowhere. But yeah, expect the game. Expect the game and play it and have fun.
Yeah, I hope you guys like it when it comes out.
And yeah, is anyone here want to tell something before the stream ends?
I'd just like to say thanks for having me. You know, it's great.
Yeah, thanks, Joel.
And like for the fans, like in the community, like it's been like great seeing like all the love and support and like the comments of like the trailer and like the live stream and everything. Like it's really awesome.
Yeah, it is a really awesome community.
Thank you for giving me the chance to break out of the dreary world of freelance small-time corporate graphic design.
Nobody should endure that.
I've had a lot more fun working on Dream Barbecue and Temptation Stairway than I have in all my other jobs ever. So thanks.
Thanks to you.
Yeah.
And thank you all for showing up.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks,
Muchas
thanks,
gracias.
thanks
Thank you,
everyone.
guys.
Sí.
Thank you all from my part. Gracias por todo.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Y gracias a todos los que hablan español. A los que hablan portugués también. Espero me entiendan.
Sí.
Sé que hay mucha gente en Brasil que le gusta mucho ENA. Y lo agradezco mucho. Espero se diviertan con el juego todos. Y bueno, hasta otra ocasión. Cuídense y have a nice day. Bye.
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 Adiós. Adiós.